What's good, YouTube? Vakasa Kavi here. So, we're gonna close out the night with some Paul Kelly for you guys. You guys were saying on Gravy Day that you wanted me to do some more Paul Kelly. So, tonight we are gonna close it out with To Her Door, the official video. Very excited for some more Paul Kelly. You guys know that we fucking love his lyricism. The storytelling is awesome. Dumb Things was an awesome song as well. I really enjoyed Dumb Things and the Gravy Day song as well. So, To Her Door will be our next one from Paul Kelly. I'm very excited for this. If you guys are new here, go ahead and subscribe for me. We talk about mental health, addiction, world issues, everything in between. Break down all the lyrics, instrumentation. We got the official video for this one. I'm very excited for this. Thank you guys for building a positive community here where we can invite people in to openly discuss their problems with mental health, addiction, and the experiences they have gone through in life with each other, and we can build with each other and grow as people. It's amazing that we can have a community on here where we're able to do that with each other. So thank you guys for building this with me. We're going to get into this one. I'm Vakasa Kavi. A reaction video a day or 3. Keep the doctor away. Fuck those apples. This is Paul Kelly, To Her Door. Nice. I like the vibe. Classic.
They got married early, never had no money. Then when he got laid off, they really hit the skids.
Yeah.
He started up his drinking.
Oh no.
Then they started fighting. He took it pretty badly. She took both the kids.
Oh no, this got dark. Oh man, the storytelling though, like I said, I didn't expect anything less than something like this from Paul Kelly. He's an incredible storyteller with what we've heard in the 2 we've done so far. I like the cadence too, the bounciness of it, the bup. It's a very nice cadence right there. It's cool, it's catchy. I like the way he carried it and used that to tell his story. Nice syllable placement. He said they got married early, never had no money. Then when he got laid off, they really hit the skids. He started up his drinking, then they started fighting. He took it pretty badly. She took both the kids. Man, that's unfortunate. That's a common thing in life, man. The throes of addiction happening in the middle of a situation, an early situation, dive into life. 2 people dive into life together, bare minimum, trying to make it together, trying to figure life out together. And then, totally broke, he gets laid off. Depression probably sets in. He ends up starting to drink. Now they're fighting because she's probably like, we already don't have any money. Why the hell are you spending it all on alcohol? Right? That's the conversation that gets had. That's the exact conversation that usually gets had. It's a valid conversation. It is a valid conversation. He took it pretty badly. She took both the kids. He took it pretty badly. That probably alludes to him reacting badly, maybe aggressively, showing a side of himself that allowed her to not be able to see him in the same light before he had that reaction like that. So, yeah, a lot ties into here. He says she decided to jet with both of the kids because of his drinking and him acting badly whenever she started telling him that he needed to not be doing that, right? And that's very common inside of addiction, especially alcoholism. Alcoholics are some of the most stubborn humans you'll ever meet in your life. We are truly a different breed when it comes to the level of stubborn inside of us. And that's why I think whenever so many addicts get sober, they turn their life into this wild success story for themselves, is because whenever that fucking stubbornness is actually applied to things that are important, great things happen. When it's applied to something like addiction or alcoholism, well, you get this. You get scenarios like this happening. Now the kids are going to deal with that for the rest of their life, the emotional bearing of that. It's a very sad and unfortunate circumstance that we have in life whenever these things happen. family split up due to drinking and due to addictions caused by depression and the lack of money inside of poverty. It all circles into a fight. And now look at the separation that we have. It's a tragic cycle that happens far too often in the family dynamic of the world nowadays.
She said, I'm not standing by to watch you slowly die. So watch me walking at the door.
I love his voice.
At the door. At the door. At
Man.
the door.
Man.
She went to
This
her
right here.
brother's, got a little bower. He went to the buttery. He stayed about a year.
Oh, okay.
Then he wrote a letter. He said, I want to see you. She thought it sounded better. She
Ah.
sent him up the fare.
Okay. Okay. See, this is why we love these storyteller lyrics that you guys get going on here, because now we've already arrived at a beginning of a resolution in the second verse here. It's not even further towards the end, it's right in the second verse. Watch this. This is awesome right here. She said, I'm not standing by to watch you slowly die, so watch me walking out the door. I've had that sentence said to me, honest with you guys, by more than one person. More than one person, actually. I've had that sentence said to me. And once you clean it up, and once you're not stuck inside of that anymore, and you get the opportunity to show those people that you're not dying anymore, and some of them you even get to talk to possibly again, it's such... It's a wholesome feeling. It's very wholesome. That's the only way to describe it. It's wholesome and grateful and just very down to earth. It's very peaceful of a feeling whenever you're not stuck inside the throes of that anymore, and you realize that you can mend things and fix things in a lot of areas of life now, even with people from the past. That is still an open possibility once you step outside of all of that. But here in the chorus, she was walking away because she said, I can't stand by and watch you die. Like, I can't watch this happen. It's unhealthy. So figure it out, right? Sometimes you just have to hit them with a figure it out. And I've gotten to figure it out from many a people. And I am actually grateful that those people hit me with that at the time that they did, because it caused a lot of realizations that ultimately led to me becoming better and actually going and doing the fucking thing, right? So I actually appreciate that that was said and that those instances occurred, because they were a very big primary factor in pushing me forward to actually going and getting help and becoming better and not drinking anymore. That was definitely a big part of it, was those instances where the figure it out, I'm not standing by to watch you die, happened. Very important moments. She said, shove it, Jack, I'm walking out your fucking door. Yes, sir. He said it not so nicely, right? He said it like a fight. He said it the way that it would probably be said in a lot of instances in real life. And I can tell you that, yeah, that harshness is generally involved in those statements. It's not as simple as I'm not standing by to watch you slowly die. It's usually a paragraph, right? Generally, it might come through as a paragraph. But yeah, she said, shove it, Jack, I'm walking out your fucking door. She went to her brother's, got a little bar work. He went to the buttery. He stayed about a year. Is a buttery like a rehab? Hold on. And then he wrote a letter and said, I want to see you. She thought he sounded better. She sent him up the fare. Is a buttery, let's see. There's a annotation. Alcohol rehabilitation clinic. Oh, it's an actual place. Okay, hold on a second here. I want to look into this. That's actually what it's called. Oh, that looks nice. It looks pretty tranquil and peaceful there. Although, There is a lot of emotional turmoil going on in those walls. It is a hell of a time inside of that space. A lot of emotional situations for a lot of people, and the sense of community inside of it whenever you really get together and dive into recovery together with other people that understand what it feels like. It's an amazing feeling. It really is, whenever somebody understands on that personal level and you guys can discuss your stories and exchange advice and stuff. It's a very, very beneficial thing. But the Buttery is actually an actual alcohol rehabilitation clinic on the north coast of Australia. And there's a picture of it here. Like I said, it looks pretty peaceful. Obviously, it's a long time to get over an addiction. But even with time apart and all negative events considered, he still has love for her and wants to keep in touch. Absolutely. It shouldn't be any other way, right? Of course you're going to want to keep in touch with the people that you cared about, even during addiction and stuff. You know, mistakes get made and harsh words get exchanged, but sometimes harsh words are what it takes to wake a person's brain up a little bit. It's an unfortunate circumstance of life, and I think we've all had them said to us in instances where we were fucking up a little bit. But that's a necessary part of life. It's tough love. You have to face the harsh reality of situations sometimes, because it's the only way that you're going to grow out of them as a person and become better. So appreciate people who keep it blunt and keep it real with you like that, because they're the fucking ones that actually care. If they actually will say something instead of just letting you self-destruct, that means they actually care about you. Because someone who doesn't care about you is just going to keep selling you drugs because they care about money. That's the difference. You see what I mean? They only care about money. They care about profiting for themselves and probably scoring for themselves as well in many instances by selling as a byproduct, right? Scoring for themselves as well as a byproduct of selling and making money off of you. They don't care about your life. You're just another client to them when it comes to that situation. So you want the people with the harsh words in your corner because they actually care the most. And that's fucking facts. That's the fact of life right there.
And his heart was singing like a low-down guitar. He came in on a Sunday.
1 second here. Said he was riding through the cane in the pouring rain on Olympic to her door. On Olympic? Is that like a train? Here, hold on. On Olympic. Oh, there's all kinds of cool stuff like factlets. Like there's a picture of Sugarcane Road right here. I'm sure that some of you probably know exactly where that is and have been there. But yeah. I got a picture of Sugarcane Road up here. Look at that field and blue sky. Beautiful. But north coast of Australia is filled with sugarcane fields. The highway cuts straight through the middle of these sugarcane farms. Oh, that sounds interesting. Right? Being surrounded by sugarcane, huh? Therefore, likely traveling down the highway in the summer rain to meet her in Olympic is a type of bus. I was right about that. We have Greyhound here in America. We got the Greyhound buses. It's Olympic over there. Type of bus. Rehab would have likely had a positive effect on him. Now that the wife is working, she has the money to get him out and agrees to meet him again. Yes, we are getting to the resolution here. On an Olympic to her door, his heart was singing like a low-down guitar, he said. Let's see what resolution we get inside of this. Where's this story end?
He came in on a Sunday. Every muscle aching,
yeah.
Walking in slow motion, like he'd just been hit. Did they have a future? Would he know his children? Could he make picture and get the motor fit.
There it is. Nice resolution here. He can now look forward to a better life in the future. See, he has 1 year of being better under his belt and has now wrote a letter saying, I want to see you. I would like to come see you and spend time with the family and see if we can work on this situation. And that's the greatest move of all time that a person can make whenever they're in the throes of addiction and they have children that are involved and a family that is involved, a whole marriage that was involved. Go get that help and get clean and then come back into the picture and see how you can make it work again. Yes, he's approaching in slow motion, shook, cautiously, very, very, every muscle aching, almost as if like tense as hell, right? Just like so tense, walking in slow motion. It's painful. It's painfully, it's brutally scary, right? Painfully and brutally scary, the mental turmoil of that situation to the point of physical pain. Man, the anxiety. But yes, this is a wonderful resolution here, though, to have him actually coming back into the picture and trying to become a part of the family again like that and work it all out to go get that year of sobriety. And let me tell you, 1 year is a long time to go without alcohol. For somebody who would like drink every day, right? And became like a career alcoholic at a lot of points of my own life, I can tell you, your brain doesn't want you to make it there. I can promise you that. There's some things going on in the brain that do not want you to make it there. It's like you're surviving by the second sometimes, right? It's like sometimes during recovery, I feel like it's like things will go really fast, but then there's moments inside of all of it during the recovery in that first year where it's so fast, but then there's these little moments and pockets inside of it where you get hit with this dread and like this terrible feeling for no reason. It's just there. You kind of just have to let it exist and accept the fact that it exists and become at peace with it, really, when it pops up, because it's a thing that will continue to happen inside of the brain. Like, substances damage the brain and everything, so it's like these side effects will continue throughout later life and things like that as well when it comes to the mental health and even sometimes physical sensations and things like that, phantom symptoms and whatnot. So all of that damage occurs inside of the brain, and it's like now during your recovery there will be these little pockets of time where everything gets hit with that dread, and it's so slow that it's like you're counting seconds inside of seconds. Like, right? The 0.1 is its own second. Time just slows down. It's fucked up. But you got to get through those moments and find a way to speed it up a little bit for yourself. Find something to do. Find something to keep yourself occupied. Get a project going. Come up with an idea. Write a journal. Fucking anything, man. Go for a walk. You can do whatever you want, man, to get out of that. You just have to find a way to put yourself at peace inside of that feeling that comes with the recovery of addiction. This is a gorgeous tale. It started out so sad. I was so sad at the beginning. I was like, no, we can't have this happening in this song. But now the To Her Door ties in, and that's where he is walking to from his recovery and his stint of alcohol rehabilitation, that year of recovery. Now he is heading to her door. He is ready to try to fit back into the picture and become the best version of himself that he can be for his family. This is a damn beautiful story right here. Very admirable in a real life scenario. So many people have done this. I've met many of them in my life. They are the most admirable people to pull themselves out of that hole and become the best for their family after going through the things they've been through. The most admirable people, man. Seriously. So strong, so informative, full of wisdom, full of experience. You will never meet somebody quite as wild as a fucking alcoholic. I can promise you that. It's a different kind of addiction. It takes you different places mentally, and the shit that happens in your life is chaotically fun and chaotically disastrous all in the same hour. Right? That's life on alcohol. It's that kind of shit. So, yeah, this is a very relatable song for me. I highly relate to this.
He was shaking in his seat, riding through the streets in a silver top. To her, shaking in his seat, riding through the streets in a silver top. To her door, to her door, to her
I
door,
love this, dude. This vibe.
to her door.
Love the little melody. Hell yeah. What a beautiful song this was. I really enjoyed this a whole lot. We gotta leave a like on the video here for Mr. Paul Kelly. This was a fucking awesome song right here. The resolution and happy ending of the storytelling left open-ended intentionally, very intentionally, and I like that about it. He was shaking in his seat, riding through the streets. Yeah, that anxiety, man. Top tier anxiety. And a silver top to her, shaking in a seat, riding through the streets, and a silver top to her door. Yep. Best wishes to that situation. The universe can have whatever it wants for the ending of this story. You guys write whatever you want into this tale right here because it is ambiguously ended. I like the open-ended ending. He stuck to the point. It's called To Her Door. He did not exceed the point where he arrives to her door. He told the story, and the point of the story was to get to her door. What happens at the door, we can all decide for ourselves, right? And that's real life too. That is real life as well. Pick your door and stand in front of it. See where you go. Don't be scared to open it and try to walk through. You never know where you might end up inside of your life. You got to be willing to open up to those newer circumstances. And in recovery, this is going back to a situation that had already blossomed once, where he's like, fuck, I got to get better for my kids and for my girl, and then arrive back to her door somehow. And he made it happen, man. He made it happen in this story. So what happens next, like I said, is ambiguous to us. The universe can have whatever ending it would like with this one. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of the requests. I really appreciate it. We have been doing some amazing songs on here. Very deep meanings, very beneficial talks about mental health, substance abuse, world issues, social issues, the whole 9 yards, man. We've talked about everything on here at this point. I really love that we get into any and every topic on here and we'll discuss it openly. That's the whole point of this channel. I don't want to shy away from things. I like to talk about the things that are difficult to discuss when it comes to life. I like to be open about my own story, even though it's ugly at certain points. I know I say some things that probably, you guys know it's a dark past. So you guys probably realize that a lot of fucked up shit happened inside of there, and that's stuff that I have to live with and cope with the aftermath of and become a better person on the other side of, those fucked up situations and mistakes that get made inside of addiction whenever you're faltering and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing in your life. I'm just happy and grateful to be out of that and to actually be doing what I'm supposed to be doing with my life and hanging out with you guys on here and providing inspiration to you, allowing you guys to have a place as well where you can be here for each other and feel comfortable to discuss all of your problems every single day and never feel alone. We have built an amazing community here. I couldn't be more grateful to be here doing this for you guys. It's really an amazing time, and I thank you dearly for all of this. You guys hold it all together. You hold it down every single day. You come with the amazing music. You provide awesome advice to each other, and you're always a great, great help to me whenever I'm having a tough day. You guys will make me happier. You cheer me up with your kind words and your positive comments. So thank you a million times. I really appreciate you guys. Original video in the description. As always, subscribe to Paul Kelly. We're going to get out of here. I'm Vakasa Kavi. A reaction video a day or 3. Keep the doctor away. Fuck those apples. Leave a like for me. Comment those suggestions. Subscribe up this way. Bang the notification bell for me. I'll see you guys in the next ones. I love you so much. Thanks for everything. Have a beautiful one. Peace.